Namaste guys, welcome to 3rd January, not December, 3rd January 2022 session of the Hindu analysis. So coming on to the first page. So I think this is the first The Hindu of the analysis of this year. On 1st January we have done, but that was Indian Express. So coming to the first page. So first we have to see in brief section. What is report if targeted by Pegasus. So what is Pegasus? Pegasus is nothing but a spyware or a type of malware, a malicious software. So it's a spyware and it is originated in Israel. So you can remember this for the some state PSC examination or SSC examination that can be asked. So another very important news coming from the center is rupees 8 lakh income reasonable cap for economic weaker section quota. Center has told to Supreme Court. So recently a panel was made and a committee was formed to review the income criteria. So what they have given, what are the recommendation that they have given is the current gross annual family income of rupee 8 lakh or less for economically weaker section may be retained. Of course, economic weaker section may exclude, irrespective of income, a person whose family has 5 acre of agricultural land and above. So they will be excluded if the recommendation of the committee will be accepted. And the resident asset criteria may altogether be removed. Sudden adoption of a new criteria in the committee report would delay and have a cascading effect on admission, exam, etc. existing system followed from. So if the recommendation has been accepted or will be accepted, then that recommendation will be will have the cascading effect. Means it will affect on the earlier vacancies also that has been declared earlier before the accepting this recommendation, but will applied, but the recommendation will be applied on those vacancies as well. So, and another important, what is important to read here is 103rd constitutional amendment, which added the economic weaker section data, economic weaker section in the Indian Constitution under Article 15 and Article 16. So you have to see that thing. Also, we have to see Indra Sahni case judgment, which has put a cap on the reservation, that reservation should not be more than 50% quota. So that is also important thing, and how this 103rd Amendment Act or the EWS quota is violating that Indra Sahni judgment. It is also important, and of course panel recommendation are here. And one important thing is that this OBC creamy layer quota is also rupees 8 lakh. But what are the differences? It is given here. Firstly, here it is. Economic weaker section relates to the financial year prior to the year of application. That means the last year, the income of the last year will be counted in the economic weaker section. And for OBC category, it is applicable gross annual income for 3 consecutive years. The average will be counted. So that is important thing. Secondly, what is important is in case of OBC, creamy layer, income from salaries, agriculture, and traditional artisan profession are excluded from the consideration, whereas rupees 8 lakh criteria for economic weaker section includes all sources, that includes farming also. So that is important to know. Also, what is important to know, that 102nd constitutional amendment that has given National Commission for Backward Classes a constitutional status in India. Earlier it was a statutory body. So another important part here it is, police looking into app targeting Muslim women. So the app is Bulli by. You can remember that the name of the app. It can be asked in certain state PSC examination. What is Bulli by app relating to? So it was something relating to, you can see on the screen itself. So that is important. Other important article here, it is census first phase NPR data collection deferred till September. So one important thing here mentioned is NPR, National Population Register. So it is different from citizen. Any person who is residing from last 6 months in India will be considered under NPR, National Population Register. That doesn't mean he or she is a citizen of India. So it is different from NRC, that is National Register of Citizens. So what you have to see, the history of census, how it was started first under Lord Mayo in 1872, but it was merely a head counting. Detailed census was started first in 1881 under the Lord Ripon, and then it was continued till today. After every 10 years, the census is being repeated, and in 1931, last Last caste census was conducted in pre-independent India, and it was not conducted in 1941 due to save expenses to fund World War II. So that is also important thing. And also Indian government has categorically said in 1951 that caste census is not the criteria. That means caste census will not be going to conduct in India. So last socio-economic caste census informally was conducted in 2011. So another demand is being raised to conduct the socio-economic caste census or caste census. So you can see that thing as well. Certain states are also trying to saying that they will conduct caste census at their own. So write down in comment section which are those states that are saying this. Also, one important thing is Taliban promised to keep embassies safe. So their embassies, their promises, as you know, what are they? So you can remember that thing with respect to international point of view. Coming to the page number 2, here it is important article. Here it is: air quality severe, rain likely this week. So what are the cause of this rain in northwestern India, in Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, and western UP, western Uttar Pradesh? It is western disturbances. It is a type of extratropical cyclone that are arising in Mediterranean Sea and coming to India in the winter season. So they are responsible for the rain in the winter season, good for rabi crops, of course. But what is extra tropical cyclone? What is western disturbances? You need to go into your geography section and in climatology section, and you have to revise that thing as well. And you must also know that extra tropical cyclone has two fronts. One is warm front and one is cold front. Warm front travels faster than cold front, not travel faster, but ahead of the cold front. So that's why first warm front crosses India, and due to this sudden rise in the night temperature are observed in India and northwestern India, and then rain and then cold front. So after rain the temperature gets decreased, but before rain temperature get increased. So remember that thing as well. Also, one important thing is here it is CM to flag off first electric bus for DTC. So one important thing to see, Delhi Transport Corporation is getting some electric buses, first electric bus. One important article here it is: High Court allows women to terminate 28-week pregnancy. So that is not allowed, of course, legally, but in certain cases, here it is. Delhi High Court has said that reproductive choice is a facet of reproductive right of a woman and a dimension of her personal liberty, while allowing women to terminate her 28-week pregnancy as the fetus suffer from a rare congenital heart disease. So that is important. But in medical termination of pregnancy act, it is allowed only pregnancy up to 20 weeks, not exceeding 20 weeks, on the opinion found by a doctor. And if from the termination has been done for to be done for 20 weeks and 24 weeks between, then permissible on the opinion formed on of two registered medical practitioners. So that is important. Beyond 24 week is not allowed legally, but in certain cases courts can allow this. Like for example, in this case, High Court has allowed the woman to terminate a 28-week pregnancy due to certain special cases. Like here it is, the fetus suffers from a rare congenital heart disease. So that is important to know. Also coming to one important article here, it is a much needed alternative with special training program under its flagship UI scheme. Delhi police is successfully rehabilitating economically weaker children. So you can remember what is UI scheme. It can be asked in state PS examination. Of course, UPSC can also ask. Then remember Delhi police is launching this scheme to what? For what? To give economically weaker children a successful rehabilitation that has gone into, for some reason, that has gone into a criminal activity like theft or something like this. So that is important from this page. Coming on to the page number 3. Page number 3 has widespread rain in Odisha. We have seen here it is, widespread rain damage paddy crops. So unexpected rain is coming in the Odisha, but you must see that paddy is a kharif crop. Why it is being sown in this time period in winter? So you must see that certain coastal state has coastal plains which is suitable due to the maritime effect. It is suitable for paddy crops also. So paddy crop is not only grown in kharif season but also in rabi season in the coastal area. So you can remember that thing as well. Coming to the page number 4, Rajasthan to mine lignite for enhanced power generation. So that is also important thing to know the types of coal. The 4 types of coal: anthracite, bituminous, lignite, or peat. And you can write down in comment section that which has the, of course it is a simple one, which type of coal has the highest density or highest or percentage of carbon in it. It is an easy one. And you have to also see write down in comment section that which country is the largest producer of coal, and also see why these countries are not on the equator, because the equator, the trees or the forest at equator has the high quality coal to become the good quality of coal. But we are seeing that the country which are good in coal production has good quality of coal are not in the equator but on the like Canada, Russia, Australia. They are not on the equator but away from the equator. So this is one of the reason that Alfred Wegener has given for his theory of drifting of the plates. So you can remember that thing as well. Very important for your geomorphology section. So coming on to the page number 5. On page number 5, here it is. 2 new plant species discovered in Kerala. So you must remember the name, very tricky name. Fimbrilis sunili and Neonitha prabhui are name. You can remember the name. IUCN red list categories provisionally as data deficiency. So IUCN status is not available due to data deficiency. So it is important to know. Also, coming to the here it is, Andhra Pradesh police form special teams to cover rooster fight gambling. So gambling is a state subject. You must know this. And also one important thing with respect to this plant species is one Arogya Pach plant is there in the southern states, some southern state, came in news 1, 2 or 3 years back. So you can write down in comment section that in which state it is found, and what is the specialty of that Arogya Pach, AROGYA Arogya Pach, and with which tribe it is associated with. So coming to the page number 6, this NSP cannot change Pakistan's direction. So this is very important as it is written by Vivek Kataju, a former Indian Foreign Service officer. So you can read that article, how how the good relation with India is beneficial for Pakistan as well as for India, as uh, Pakistan comes between the India and the Central Asian countries. So if Pakistan and India will have good relation, then the connectivity will improve, and the economy of the Pakistan as well as India as well as Central Asian countries also get a boost. So you can see that thing as well, very beautifully explained in this article. So another important article here is state schemes can cast a lifeline to this welfare plan. So this article is talking about the Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana. So what you can see that what is Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana, and what is maternal mortality rate. Maternal mortality rate is out of 1 lakh how many mothers die while giving birth to a child. So that is maternal mortality rate. Currently it is 113 in India. We need to decrease it down. To decrease it down, only the Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana scheme was launched, which provide a cash incentive of rupees 5,000 for whom? For pregnant and lactating mothers. And it is important to note that only for first child, not for second child. So indirectly it is also promoting indirect way of promoting one child policy. So we have seen recently in National Family Health Survey that India's total fertility rate has been coming to 2.1, and in some states, or not in some states but many states have uh, total fertility rate has gone below the replacement level of 2.1. So that is important to know. And also important to know that what is Samarth Yojana. Here it is mentioned. सामर्थ्य योजना is mentioned, बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ, महिला शक्ति केंद्र, gender budgeting very important. We will cover it in the budget basics of budget series that we are coming with. So that is important to know. Also important to know, certain states have their own this maternity benefit scheme. Like Odisha has Mamta scheme that was launched in 2011. Telangana has KCR Kit 2017 that provides certain things such as baby oil or soaps, mosquito net, etc. And Tamil Nadu has Dr. Muthu Lakshmi Reddy maternity benefit scheme. So you can remember that thing as well. Very important for examination point of view. Coming to the page number 7, uh, from selective to universal engagement. So this article is not so much important for GS point of view, but very important for those students who are preparing PSIR as optional. So you can refer that article, very important one. Also the crypto asset conundrum. So this is written by some NGO, head of NGO. So although they never promote development in country, they are always for protesting any on any issue. So not going on to the thoughts or the views of what he is saying, just see if, what are the facts he is presenting. So you never never take an opinion of a journalist or a NGO or anything to write down in examination. Always refers authentic sources, like those who are part of civil services or the part of government. They are always authentic source to write in the examination. So coming to the page number 8. Page number 8 has one important article here. It was Modi's word to farmers, Mayor Jumla Congress says. So this is not important article, but what is from what sense it has been given it. PM Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana that was launched in 2019, and you can also see that certain parallel scheme, such a scheme to provide cash incentive to farmers, are the Raitu Bandhu scheme of the Telangana, and Odisha has also one scheme known as Kalia scheme. And you can there's a scheme also known as doubling farmers income. You can write down in comment section that which committee of okay, I will tell you. Ashok Dalwai committee has recommended doubling a farmer's income by 2022. So you can see that thing as well. And this article is also referring about the foundation stone of Major Dhyan Chand Sports University in the Meerut. So you can see that thing as well. Major Dhyan Chand Sports University in Meerut. So it is important to know. Coming on to the page number 9, here it is. Malabar is the most complex naval exercise. So Malabar. Here it is, one exercise named Milan. So you can write down in comment section, Milan is what? Intergovernmental exercise. That means two different countries are involved, or the only Indian Navy, Indian Army, or Indian Air Force involved. So write down in comment section, and also write down that in Malabar, which are the countries other than Australia, of course, involved in Malabar exercise. You can write down in comment section. So coming to the page number 10. Page number 10 has one important article about Kaziranga. Kaziranga elevated road plan awaits nod. So you can see what is one-horned rhino. One-horned rhino is, of course, in the maximum population of one-horned rhino is in Kaziranga. But write down in comment section that which wildlife sanctuary has the highest density of Indian rhino, one-horned rhino. Kaziranga has, of course, maximum population, but this has not this Kaziranga doesn't have the maximum population density. Which wildlife sanctuary has maximum population density? Write down in comment section. And also you have to see that other tiger reserves of Assam. Also Kaziranga is a tiger reserve also. And also Dehing Patkai, earlier it was elephant reserve, recently elevated to the status of national park in the, it is also in the Assam. So you can see that thing as well. Going to the page number 11, this is important for international politics point of view. So with recent overture, India China eye stability ties after a year of tension. So this is all going on. 5 ravages South African parliament. So this is going on in Africa. So smoke rising from the parliament in Cape Town. Parliament, National Assembly fully destroyed. Just National Assembly fully destroyed. Oh. So that is happening in South Africa. You can see that thing as well. Or France removes EU flag from Arc de Triomphe. Man crosses from South Korea into North. It is a usually people do reverse thing. They came from North to South. They go from North to South. But recent incident happened that you can see that thing as well. Pilgrims pray at rebuilt Pakistan temple. So it is important to know that centuries old shrine attracts visitors from India, United States, and Middle East. Uh, Certain temples in the Pakistan, if they renovate, they made it for the to attract the tourism in their country, then it will also increase or boost their economy as well. But they are not doing it on large scale. But if we see that Pakistan has large large potential, very high potential of attracting Hindu and Buddhist tourists, as Pakistan, the area in which today is Pakistan, was predominantly a Hindu majority area in the ancient time. So that has many ancient shrines, many ancient Hindu temples, many ancient Buddhist shrines, or Chaitya Vihars are there. So they can, but they are not doing so. So that can be important for their economy point of view, as well as for India's or Hindus faith also. So you can see that thing as well. So that's all from today's newspaper. Nothing important to read from text and context page. So that's all from today's newspaper. We'll again meet tomorrow.